Hey guys, Liam here. Today we're installing our brand new switch panel for the entire next-gen Ford Ranger and Everest series. So the switch panel will fit from an XL base model right up to your Raptor in the Everest, the entire Everest platform right up to the Platinum. There's a couple things that come in the box. You've got your switch panel and your cutting template. I'll show you how to use this one later. We'll put this down. There's a couple tools that we do need. You'll need a 7mm socket, probably a little extension bar there, a trim tool, not completely necessary, you can get it with your fingers, a die grinder or a rat tail file, a really small skinny screwdriver. I'll show you why you need a skinny one shortly. And lastly, you'll need a cable snake. So this will make life easy getting the wires from the top of the dash all the way down to the glove box area. You can pull everything through. So let's jump to the car and get it all installed. All right, now that we've jumped into the car, there's a couple of things we need to remove. First is this switch panel here. You can use a trim puller to get underneath the trims here, but if you're talented enough, you can pop from the front here. There is a little bit of a ledge on the top, so pop that front edge, get under the sides near the rear, and just get a bit of pressure under that and pop that up. So what you want to do is, as you're lifting, push it toward the front of the car. There are a couple little hooks on the back of the panel that will hold you up, but once you remove that original panel, you need to get to this security panel here. There's 3 screws attaching this down to the dash. You'll need your 7mm socket. You can just lift this out of the way, and there is enough room. There's a hole on the top of the dash here. There is enough room if you're only sending one cable down. However, if you want to fill all of the 8 switches, you will need to trim this panel here. So it's a very simple clip. Push down, remove the plug, and we'll take this over to the bench where I'll show you how to remove some material here with the template included in the package. Okay, so once we've brought the security panel back to the bench, you'll want to grab your template. The template is perforated, you can snap it out of the cardboard, but what you want to do is line up this template with the hole on the passenger side, the Australian passenger side of the panel. So once you've popped your cardboard template out, you want to remove this material where this red circle is. So 2 methods to remove it. One is a file and the other is a die grinder. You can use scissors also, but we'll remove this material here. So now that we have this material removed, you want to line that up with the panel here. So you can line it up, flip it over, get a texter and mark that out, and do the same with the die grinder. So we need to move all these clips across. I've already started doing it. I'm just going to show you a little trick with this one. There's a reason why you need a really skinny screwdriver, and that is to get through the front of this clip here. You can lever that up because it's got some steel barbs on it holding really tightly to that. So just push it all the way through and just lever that up, and it makes it much easier. To get right underneath that, you want to get your fingernail right under there. Jump on the other side, and they just pop right off. This looks a little bit daunting, but it is easy to get the wiring right down behind the glove box. First thing you want to do is locate this hole here. Get your cable snake. It can be something like this, a bit of yellow tongue or a heavy gauge wire. You just want to start pushing that into the hole. You want a slight angle, aiming toward the glove box there. You'll be surprised, but it does find its own way. You want to remove your glove box, so just drop that down. On the sides here toward the rear, there's a couple little clips. You just want to push them in on both sides at the same time, and the glove box will just go down. You can just leave it there for the moment. So once you've got your cable snake started in the hole up the top, reach your hand around this structure here. Wiggle that cable around and you will feel it pop through. So you just want to aim it over and then grab it. So that's your piece there. So You'll feed your wiring, you'll tape your wiring to the bottom of this, and then you'll pull it all the way up and it will pop out of that hole up the top there, so you can plug it straight into your switches. Once you've wired up your switch or mini switches or made the modification to this security panel, you want to offer up the STEDI switch panel. Carefully line up all the clips. There's those two hooks at the back, you want to insert those first, line everything up, and it is as simple as pushing down and the install is all done.